a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. Each month, we pick a topic, and every week, we explore that topic from as many angles as possible. I believe that knowledge is peace of mind, and the very foundation in supporting each of us to live a happy, healthy, fulfilled life, or as we like to say, your best life. How do you see life? If someone were to ask you to write down a synopsis of your life, what would you say? In fact, why not try it? Sometimes our own perspective is the very cause of our hardships. You may or may have heard something like, get out of your own way. As hard as that might be to hear, more often than not, it's true. Are you standing in your own way? Or better yet, are you standing in the way of certain situations? Healing from a past breakup, mending a relationship with a family member, resolving problems at work. The list can go on, and I see this on the daily. We sometimes get so overwhelmed by the negative that we can't see past the fog when the resolution or better outcome might be right in front of us. Perspective, how you see the world. How do you see your world? Here's a different question or perspective. How do we die happy? I'd like to share with you the key to dying happy. There are a million jokes that could be made with a title such as The Key to Dying Happy. Half of them might be inappropriate, but what we're exploring today isn't one of them. It's about what's important in life, how you want to live, and how you want to die. It's about living a life of purpose and being remembered well after you move on from this life. To die happy, you must live life with that end in mind. Live a life of purpose. So let's explore some ideas to find that purpose in life and to live every day with that purpose in mind, and to align those daily habits and daily actions within that purpose. So first, we have to ask that big question. Why? Why does this matter? Let's consider for a moment the life that most of us lead. We get up in the morning, we do what we have to do for the day. If we're lucky, we get some time to relax or do something fun. If we're even luckier, we get some time to spend with loved ones. And this repeats itself in an endless variation until we get old. What happens then? We look back on our lives and perhaps we wish we'd done something different or wish we'd accomplished something. But after a certain point, it's a bit too late. This is something to think about now, about choosing to live differently before it's too late. So let's think about the topic of the month, perspective. Now, that is extremely important. At any given moment, whatever is in front of us is important. But if we pulled back our perspective, took a step away from our lives, those details become less important. Soon we can start to see the forest, unless you pull back some more, and now we can see the continent. Pull back further, and we see the Earth, the solar system, the galaxy, and now nothing in our lives seems important. Obviously, you need to get the right amount of perspective. The best tool for that is the famous principle of Stephen Covey's begin with the end in mind. And here's how he tells us to do that. By imagining what we'd like people to say about us at our funeral. Do we want them to say that we're kind-hearted and charitable or loving or successful, or that we accomplished great things or found a cure for cancer? However we want to be remembered, that's how we should live our lives, every moment of every day, starting right now. Well, that's all great, but where's the practical and actionable? Where's the how to guide? Well, here's some things to think about. Find your purpose. Start by taking 10 minutes out of your life to find some quiet space and close your eyes just to think. Ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? What do I want people to say about me at my funeral? There may be a few different things, or 10, or just one or more, but then write down your answers. Write it down puts your purpose into perspective. How you want to be remembered visually, whether you have to type it out or write it with a magic marker, it doesn't matter. Put it somewhere where you can see it all the time, because what you're essentially creating is your life mission. Post it up somewhere visible or make it your desktop background, but put it somewhere where you're going to be reminded of it every single day. And create a morning habit. Every morning, rise with the sun or at the crack of noon, it doesn't matter, and look at your purpose. Read it out loud and give it some thought. Ask yourself, what can I do today to help fulfill my purpose? Now write that down on your to-do list, even if it's something simple like smile at my coworkers or give my kids a hug. Align your actions. Action is so important. As much as possible, make your actions move you towards your purpose. Keep that purpose in mind throughout the day. If it helps, send yourself a reminder or set a reminder on your phone. After a while, it becomes a part of your second nature. And then create something to close the day. Take a few minutes before you go to bed to look back on your day, on your actions, on what you accomplished. Perhaps even write about it in a journal, but look at your purpose again and again and think about how you could have lived today differently. Then figure out how you can live your purpose better tomorrow. These simple and practical actions aren't actually that hard to do. They might take some energy and focus in the beginning to make it a habit, but with that focus, you can make it happen. And your life will be filled with purpose, and you will live your life with happiness and eventually, with a little luck, die happy. Talking about the inevitable, even saying die or death, the ending of life, may seem like a bit much, but there's nothing more motivating than realizing our time here is very limited. Our time with our loved ones is limited, and our time to experience all the world has to offer is limited. Before we wrap up this week, I have one more actionable to do that I'd like you to take away. I'd like you to read the book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I may actually have mentioned this book before, but it's worth mentioning again. Here's a little sneak peek. What's being widely regarded as one of the most life-changing books ever written may be the simplest approach to achieving everything you've ever wanted and faster than you ever thought possible. What if you could wake up tomorrow and any or every area of your life was beginning to transform? What would you change? The Miracle Morning is already transforming the lives of tens of thousands of people around the world by showing them how to wake up each day with more energy, motivation, and focus to take your life to the next level. It's been here right in front of us all along, but this book has finally brought it to life. Are you ready? The next chapter of your life, the most extraordinary life you've ever imagined, is about to begin. Get this book and wake up to your full potential. His story, his transformation through some real life challenges is inspiring and will give you a dose of perspective. He also just recently released another book which breaks down the habits even further, called The Miracle Equation. Here's a really easy way to check those books out just for our listeners. Books, books, books. You might be thinking, who has time to read? Or maybe you're a lover of books. Either way, as a Lone Doctrine listener, you have the chance to have seeds of greatness right at your fingertips. Visit lonedoctrine.com, and in the resource section, you can subscribe to Audibles where you can keep learning, thriving, and most importantly, making actionable and practical ways to keep your mind on the right track. You can download and explore over 180,000 bestsellers, new releases, motivationals, classics, and more for a free 30-day trial. It's free, really, for 30 days. So try it out today in the resource section at lonedoctrine.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you liked this episode and know of someone else that may also benefit from our food for thought, we'd love if you'd share this episode. It would mean the world to us if you could help get this message and our cause out to as many people as we can, because together we are better. Or if you have a few seconds, we would love to hear your thoughts. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, which actually in turn helps us show up on the search engines so other people in need can find us. I am forever grateful, and until next time, keep fighting the good fight.
It's a